Hello and welcome to Jomboy and Jake Radio, episode number 343. My name's Jimmy, his name is Jake. He's got a collar, I got a hood, BBD's in the corner. We're going to draft something today. Psych, it's a lineup episode.
Almost went double birds.
I've been psyching people out a lot.
Psych!
Psych. And so we're doing a lineup.
Yes. Tell them
It's
what
good,
else.
It's a good lineup. That's kind of all. That's
that's
all
the kind of all it is today.
We're not doing match 5 today. We don't have any snacks or packages.
You're only here for match 5 or packages.
Come back next week or whenever we do it again. I mean, it's a shorter episode today. We got a lot of news on this channel, though.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, this channel's got some fun stuff going on. Hey. Well, 1 is something we just announced. 2 is we are playing. Can I tell them about what we're doing next?
Yeah. Yes.
Those GeoGuessr
Jimmy,
guys.
No.
No?
Yes.
Yes?
Yeah.
Those GeoGuessr guys, Geo Jim, Geo Jake, Geo Zach, and Geo Flag Guy, are going to put 60 minutes on the clock. And if we don't win in those 60 minutes, one of us will be swallowing a bullet.
Of sorts.
Yes. Of sorts. Mm-hmm. That's going to be the headline of the video. 60 minutes to win Geoguessr or one of us swallow a bullet.
Bullet feels like one of those words that some of the algorithms might not like.
YouTube might demonetize.
Yeah.
One of us takes one to the throat.
Past the first 30 seconds.
Someone will die.
Yeah, that might not. But spelled die, D-Y-E.
Someone,
And at the end of the video, we just have like a tie-dye gun and Flag Guy just gets it.
Flag guy.
someone's getting unalived.
Someone would get it.
We got uniforms to make sure that we feel like a team and a cohesive unit. So that's happening after this. It'll come out next Monday. I think so. Because tomorrow, the watching, playing is a watching, and it's baggage.
Baggage is back. Hey, now.
Baggage is back, and it's better than
meet
ever.
your daddy. Uh-oh. Just want you in my caddy.
Uh-oh.
I just being honest. Outcast pretty good, huh?
Yeah. Speaker box.
The Love Below.
When I caught her at a party,
hell
she was
no.
hardly acting naughty. When I see one of them chicks getting geeked by the side of an.
You're slaughtering a classic song, man.
She was driving real fast to the party, putting her makeup on the mirror, and she crashed into a ditch. Just playing.
That's your kind of...
Psych. It's a psych.
That's a psych.
That's a psych. Mid-song
That's
psych.
literally a psych.
Yeah.
Baggage is back, people. Thank you. We had to make like an actual contractual deal, which is like boring, but...
No, I'll walk them through the behind the scenes on this show.
Okay.
We have... All right, so a while ago, I know like Faye might have been kind of asked, we had 6 announcements.
Yeah.
I think 5 are done. I think it was new office, warehouse, Yes deal, Amazon deal, baggage deal, and then the 6th, which hopefully is next week.
Next week's the goal?
Yeah, but we're not looking great on it.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the biggest one. In the time since I said that, I wonder if we've accrued more news that we will announce. I don't know.
We have. I was just, the people were really jazzed up over the StubHub thing. I know
SeatGeek.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
It's a joke.
Yes. I mean, that happened a while ago.
Right.
SeatGeek decided they wanted to announce it.
StubHub decided they're going under because they didn't partner with us.
They're out. They're in our rear view.
They're not interested in a great demographic.
So that's hilarious.
Those are similar names.
We've been talking to the 6th announcement, kind of whatever. We whenever we talk to people,
right?
Whenever we meet a new person and they ask like anything I can help you out with,
right?
We have said we'd like to get the rights to baggage.
Yes.
that's what, and this might, I would say this might not seem high up on your list, but we'd like to get the rights from Game Show Network to do baggage. One of our main dudes, Jack, who's like the company's bulldog, basically.
Yeah.
Like he helped solve the problem back when they were trying to claim all our stuff. Got us phone with the president of Sony right away. Jake and I sat down with the
producer of.
He's got a higher title.
Like
what is?
Guy ran baggage, executive producer.
Yeah, Game Show Network,
like
executive producer. Got us on the phone with him. We chatted it out. We made sure we were safe, but we deleted him. Same Jack. What up, buddy? Had been working behind the scenes to try and get us baggage. So he finally got a deal where we have the rights to the first 40 episodes, which is the season 1 of baggage, for 2 years. I think we have to delete them after 2 years, kind of like when you're like, warning, this show's coming off Netflix in 2 years. I think we have to like delete them or make them private on YouTube. Unless we... I'll double check. Unless we re-up or something like that.
Contract. How does that work with?
And if we break even on the deal, it'll be like what we paid for baggage, and breaking even is like a decent goal, unless it blows up and the amount of views that come from this go around are triple what they were before. But we were willing to take a hit to get our cult show back to the people.
We're basic guys. We like baggage.
Mm-hmm. Friendship's somewhat built on it, you and I. Like, it's a pillar of our friendship. I know we were best friends for like 2 years before that, but those were like in the weeds. We weren't roommates anymore. Because if we were roommates, we would have been sitting together and watching it, but you were living in Milford. I was living with my parents. It was after college. We were working. And we were still spending our late nights texting each other, both watching it on separate TVs.
It was kind of
kept
cosmic.
us connected.
It was kind of cosmic because I don't plan anything. Like I never planned on sitting down and be like, oh, Thursday night, I'm going to grab a glass of red and watch some baggage. Like, no, it would be like, okay, I'm awake. I need to watch something.
Mm-hmm.
Baggage is on. Tell Jim. Jim tells me. Bada bing, bada boom. And our true fans love baggage. So it's kind of a no-brainer. So we'll see what happens. Baggage is back.
I saw some people say you're going to release the old episode. So if we've already done an episode from the first season, we're just going to release the original kind of redone version of it. Might have to edit some things out because it's a different version that we want. But it will be like a re-release. So of the first 5, just to let you know, there's 3 brand new, 2 that we had already put out that we had to take down that will go back up.
Can we tell them some of the stuff we can't do now?
Yeah, I was going to do that.
Yeah. We can't make fun of the crowd.
Cannot make fun of the crowd because they didn't sign a release to get made fun of.
Whoops.
Like highlighted.
We can't like make fun of Jerry in a non-fun way, like in a mean-spirited way, which we wouldn't do. We love Jerry.
It's not our game.
He's hilarious, and I think he's hilarious on purpose. And they said we're not allowed to make fun of the contestants, and I was like, okay, well, no.
Yeah, that's what we do.
The whole show, and like that's what it is. And then they said, okay, you can't disparage them, so we will not be disparaging the contestants. But it really didn't change anything. There's a couple crowd shots where we like laughed, like, oh, look at that guy.
Right.
It wasn't mean. But yeah, so if
will
that happens, we have to edit
I
that.
will say they were nice connector moments sometimes.
Yes.
Where you'd be, oh my God, that guy.
Yeah.
But that's okay. That's okay. We don't need that to still have the spirit of the show. So we're excited every Thursday.
Every Thursday, and then Mondays will be Geoguessr, Sporkle, or video game. We're pretty heavy on Geoguessr right now. Geoguessr puts me in a fucking mood, dude. Wordle was the first time Wordle put me in that mood. I sat down because I went first, and I want to protect the circle so bad.
Yeah,
I feel like just like a protector of the realm. Like I have a duty. So I disappointed you guys today, and I said this feels like Bino or Blitzball. Like this, like there's pressure to protect the Splat Elite in Wordle now, and I kind of flunked the dunk. So I'm glad. I don't know if we're still in the lead. I heard some new news.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil it for the fans, too, for when that video comes out, but we're doing our best to protect the circle.
My understanding, a lot of firsts in this week's Wordle.
A lot of new contestants?
No. I don't want to spoil.
Okay.
Had our first miss.
Oh, yeah, we had our first miss. I heard about that. Sad.
Damn.
Sad. Yeah.
Damn.
We're getting jerseys for the winner circle. I'm pretty excited about that.
Does that give you a boner?
When I put it on and look in the mirror,
Yeah.
maybe all 5 of us,
It might.
pantsless, looking at each other, wearing our jersey.
Then you don't need Roman, it sounds like.
No, I just need the jersey.
There are a lot of people that do need Roman. And Jim, here's my thing, and it's an issue I have.
Mm-hmm.
This shouldn't be joked about.
No, serious issue.
It's a serious issue.
Yeah.
I'm always joking, though.
But Jake's always joking. It also shouldn't be looked down upon.
No,
What are you
like it
gonna do about
happens
it? Yeah.
to 52% of men ages 40 to 70. Did you
And
know that?
some men younger than that.
Some younger than that.
You know, Trev?
A totally unrelated fact, Trevor Plouffe's 35. Turns 36 this year.
Yes.
Totally unrelated to this Roman Reed. And by the way, if you or someone you know is struggling getting big when they want to get big and they're downstairs, go to getroman.com/JJR now to speak to a U.S. licensed healthcare professional about erectile dysfunction and get $15 off your first month of treatment. Holy smokes. Getroman.com/JJR. If you're prescribed, $15 off your first month of ED treatment. I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer. You're going to want to be Roman ready.
You're going to want to be Roman ready.
They've got the solution for you. If you've got
Take the test with the answers or take the test without the answers.
Since we're not doing a lot of after draft talk because we ran late today and we got to Geoguessr our butts off.
Yeah.
If anyone in the chat has more questions about baggage or this channel or kind of formatting, like pop them in right now because I have another tidbit. We wanted to record like 10 of the baggage episodes and get way ahead and then choose like the best order, whatever. We've been so busy, like crazy busy, that we only recorded 3. And the 2 that we did last week, the first one, we were getting back into the groove.
Right.
Baggage was getting back into the groove.
Spring training.
I don't know what the other ones are that we already did that are getting re-released. But then the 2, and I think tomorrow will be one of these 2, because we're like, let's start with a good one, are like good episodes of baggage. The 2 most recent ones we did. Some of the baggage, some of the contestants, the good stuff. So hopefully enough people tune out that it goes well enough that then we can extend this deal and then buy the next set of 40
we'll
episodes.
Do the next, and we'll do the next, and
then eventually do like
every episode of baggage.
Like we still want to like rent out a bar and do like a watch and
do a live baggage.
But it needs to get pretty big. It was getting big. It was definitely.
It was on a route,
and it was our first. And even this channel was like twice as big as it was then. But it was our first show that was non-sports, and it was our watch this with your. Your girlfriend or boyfriend or husband or wife that doesn't enjoy baseball.
Right.
Like, hey, those 2 idiots that I watch.
Right. You'd like this.
You'd like this one.
That's what I always used to say when people would hear what I was doing with my career, and it was still like Yankees, or even when it was talking baseball, they'd be like, oh, I'll have to check it out. And I'd be like, no, if you're not a Yankees fan or a baseball fan, baggage can be enjoyed by all.
Anyone can try that.
You know?
20, 25 minutes in and out. I don't know how long the episodes are.
Very excited about it.
It's exciting stuff, man.
And Geoguessr. You're going to say something, or are you going to say Geoguessr or the boner? You're going to use this boner.
I've got stuff.
Oh, we are getting some questions. I forgot I said this.
Okay.
Can we vote on the best baggage episode? Yes, absolutely.
Always.
Can you re-release the old videos? We can if they're from season 1. I actually don't think a lot of the ones we did were from season 1. But any that we did that were from the first 40 episodes will get re-released. Because we're not going to re-record reactions because we know them.
Right. Once you get into the episode, you'd kind of remember.
Guests on watching baggage, I don't know if that really works. It's very much me and Jake in our own world and
did we do one with Trev back in the day?
No, we did a singled out.
Singled out with Trev.
What's it called when 2 people are on the same wavelength?
Farts.
People say that we have it.
Farts.
Chemistry. Baggage, it was pretty good. Baggage is pretty much like me and Jake on a wavelength. And
you kind of need to be in the baggage world.
Yeah.
Like,
because
honestly,
if it's your first episode as a guest, there's going to be a lot of like, they do that. Yeah. And then this,
Like we found out new social guy, Kevin.
Big baggage
is
guy.
a big baggage guy, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Like he'd honestly be, if you told me Rob Lowe or Kevin, I'm going Kevin because he knows the spirit of baggage.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm going Kevin over Rob Lowe as well.
No offense to Rob Lowe. We love Rob Lowe.
Tom asked why were they reluctant to make a deal. It's a very new world to make a digital deal like that. They don't do that. And Game Show Network is very like family now. So
yes,
they like their, Family Feud came out and they had a very big, wholesome. And then they just started doing more wholesome stuff, and Baggage is not wholesome. And then they also where were we? It was a Roku TV or some shit in Arizona that just had Baggage TV at the channel, and it was just nonstop Baggage, like Samsung TV. I think it was Samsung TV.
Crossing some T's, dotting I's.
Yeah.
Rights.
Oh, I will say this because we're just honest with you. Jack, who made the deal, his end goal is to have Jake and I host.
Yeah.
Like a legit 10 episode season of Baggage where we are Jerry Springer and it's legit. There's contestants and it airs on Game Show Network late night or something like that. That's his big push, and I'm like, hey, if that happens, great. But I'm not gonna hold my breath because whatever. We can do it at a bar if we want.
Yeah. Dolphinitely, dude.
Okay. Reading questions.
I remember when the baggage stuff all first went down, and we were joking about making our own show called Luggage.
Yeah.
And that was a fun day in the office.
Yeah.
That's if we do it at a bar, we probably have to call it Luggage.
Probably have to call it Luggage, yeah.
It's everybody comes in, brings.
Totally
At the end, we'll open somebody's big green luggage.
Yeah. Also, why we called our Blitzball team Baggage, because we knew this was happening.
Yeah.
We wanted to get people rethinking about it.
Put it into the ether.
People watch the Blitzball battle and they're like, why are they called Team Baggage? What's that? And then they get the answer and they're like, oh man, I wish I would have known about that. Bam, we got you.
Bam, Margera.
Bam Margera, garbage Philly accent. He does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. All right, let's do the lineup.
Let's do the lineup. I agree with that.
BBD sent us the premise of the lineup last night, and I liked it. Oh, the JM Family Day. We just got our first winner.
Heyo. Thanks, SeatGeek. Not those losers at Bleep Hub.
Oh, dude, Cole. His name is Cole, and he tweeted, "Hey, what a blessing! I just gotta figure out which two kids get to go and which two will hate me forever."
Jeez.
Oh, damn. That's awesome.
I mean, it's a bad precedent, but maybe we slip him a couple more ticks.
Yeah, well, the way it works, he might be able to.
Yeah.
He'll figure that out. Okay. I have, let me put it on the screen so BBD can, I already made you know what? People were yelling about.
Who yelled at you?
They were saying go to Google Sheets. And then someone said, you don't have to go to Google Sheets, but you can make a chart in the doc, a table. And whoever was the first one to suggest that, you really did help out. And now I'm pretty good at making these. I gotta say, sometimes it's hard to count.
Oh wow, we pre-made it too.
But I already made it, and
wow,
I think that's
dude.
That's awesome.
It's incredible, man.
just good of me. I'm getting.
It's a good idea.
I'm just getting good. Serena says that she's so excited for mornings.
Amp.
Nice.
Get amped up.
Get amped. I'm excited for morning too. It was cool to see people enjoy that. On morning, Jake, I was going through that 60 game stretch we did and recounting it. I did morning every day. You did Wake and Jake. We did 4 Talking Yanks and 5 Talking Yanks pregame shows, 4 Talking Baseball and 5 Talking Baseball pregame shows, as well as 2 watch-ins a week, 3 JJRs a week, 2 laughs from the past week. I mean, I just don't know how we did that, but it's unreal.
Ready to run it back.
I mean, we still do a lot, but it's just not.
It's you, but different.
It's a good account.
What?
It's a good account.
What do you mean?
You But Different is a good account.
Hasn't been too loud lately.
I just kind of do it on my own now. I think this was a thought. I was going to say it's a dream. I think this was just a thought.
It was just a thought you had. New segment. I think this was a thought I had, not a dream.
I like that Sam or someone organized at one point for like my birthday or something, Wallace Shawn to like come to the office. And I was like a little like nervous kid.
Yeah. Should be.
Sure.
You would be if you met him.
Like,
you would be nervous if you met him.
Because like, yeah, I put your face on my friend's face.
For me, it'd feel like a pilgrimage.
Just don't do it.
Like I've made it.
Just don't do it. I don't like. I can't.
You don't want Wallace Shawn in the
I
house.
can't meet Wallace Shawn.
Okay.
I just don't know how it would go.
Dude, I'd love it. Because I think all the young people out there would be so excited to see him. And I don't know if Wallace Shawn always gets that from the young crowd anymore.
He's in some young shows, I think. I think he's doing kid shows these days. Anyway. Have Wallace Shawn sit in the middle chair but never talk. That's what we should do for our guests. You don't have to talk at all. It's kind of a thing we do. We just do the show around you.
No, you're just here.
You're
Pay him
good,
good
man.
money. No, you just chill out. Put headphones on if you want. Or like work on whatever you need to work on. It's right there.
You're good. Just don't talk.
Imagine if we did that. We just like
Actually, you can talk. If you have a phone call or something,
Yeah.
don't be afraid to
not
take
part
it.
of the show. What if we just chose an employee like every Wednesday and we're like, hey, you're sitting in on whatever. Like it was like Courtney
Work at it.
or whoever like Dan Rourke and like he's editing and we're like just do it there. You're not part of the show. You're gonna work from here right now.
Dan and Wallace Shawn would be a good combo.
I have thought about this a good amount, but I don't have it written down.
Okay.
I don't
Why
know.
don't you start running? I could set it up. We are doing a Northeast States baseball lineup. BBD, I don't know. Can you share the states with the chat so they know
Of course.
who has qualified for the lineup?
Are 11 states going generally from north to south here. Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Delaware.
Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Maryland. Yeah. Was anyone else on the precipice?
Like Ohio's on there, but very much a Midwest state and was covered in the Midwest lineup we did with Jerry. If you want to check that out from November.
Jerry Blevins.
Virginia would be the next one, which I think some people might lump into Northeast.
Yeah, like
especially
Virginia.
Northern Virginia.
Virginia would have been okay, but if you're a true Northeast person, it doesn't feel great, but it's a lot better than Ohio.
No, yeah, absolutely. If we needed a 12th, it would have been Virginia.
Okay. You ready to shuck some clam?
I guess so, dude. I really
Yeah.
All
right.
I had one that I liked a lot,
Okay.
but I told it to Luke and he poo-pooed it so hard.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm doing it despite him, but I do feel like nobody is going to like it.
I had about 2 spots that I just really didn't have a good answer for.
I think that's kind of how I ended up.
Yeah.
I felt like every pick I had, I either felt like good or bad about.
Wait, hold on. Do I have them all written down?
This tripped me up too. I had to do a couple double checks.
I have 10 written down, so I'm missing one. Is that what that means?
Missing one.
Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania, Jersey, New York. I don't have New York written down.
It's a good one.
Yeah, so I'm going to be learning.
Okay.
We'll find out if I like mine, if
Yeah.
I like yours.
Yeah.
That's often how these go.
Yeah. Because there's some that I just really, really don't know, gosh.
I got 2 that I'm just like, eh.
I have a set that I like a lot.
Okay.
And I have... That was my jaw.
Yeah.
There's some that I kind of like don't need you. I don't know.
There's,
Oh,
I have one
DH.
that's
Are you guys
fully
doing
like
DHs? That helps out a lot if I
Yes,
do a
on-
DH.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say on the sheet it looks like you have a manager slot, not a DH slot.
Which
I
I
was
think the manager slot has always been driven by you.
I just copied and pasted from the Bailey draft.
Yeah, sometimes we've lumped in a manager, or we've tacked it on, but
Sometimes players have turned into managers for
Yeah.
you.
we've had some player managers on our teams.
Yes.
A lot of
yeah,
1950s baseball.
Should we start chewing through it a little bit?
Yeah. I have my catcher.
Okay. I didn't feel confident in mine, so I'm willing to hear.
I felt decent about mine.
I got to go first.
How about I'll go first because I'm not confident in mine.
Mine's Pennsylvania.
Okay,
Mine's
you're gonna go.
Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Mine's
Yeah,
Pennsylvania.
kind of like bottom down there and kind of like grimy and kind of like the stabilizer. Like it needs to be there.
Okay.
It's part
It's
of
just
this.
kind of the stabilizer.
Okay.
Like its role is bigger than a small role,
yeah.
but it's not a star-studded role.
Pennsylvania does as it does a little of everything. Gets a little gross.
Like it has some
flashes
leadership qualities to it, invented America and all that nonsense.
Its general shape is kind of like a block.
It's like a veteran catcher. So that's what I had. I had Pennsylvania behind the dish. I'm glad BBD also had it. Jake, who did you have?
Pennsylvania, as we've seen often in these drafts, I'll be honest, I had slotted its third base coming up for very similar reasons to you guys. Pennsylvania, for the size of it and what it does offer in this Northeast States draft, did have to have an important role on the team. I, unfortunately, with catcher, and maybe I had Yankees on the brain, I had a very new age pitch frame and catcher that's all they do. I had Delaware. And again, I wasn't happy about it. But
I don't like that for Delaware.
again, it was one of the 2 spots I was uncomfortable with.
Delaware had a fairly specific lane for me.
It's Austin Hedges, it's Roberto Perez, it's Higgy. Again, I'm a little disappointed in it.
Okay.
So
Does
it's just
this
out.
thing.
It's just out. Should we go to first base?
Yeah. Do you? So is there not someone that doesn't have a spot? Oh, DH.
DH.
Dude, I don't know about my DH.
That's where DH and catcher got tricky for me.
I like all my other spots. So first base, I have a first base.
I have Maine.
I don't have Maine.
Okay.
I tried to pivot Maine off of where I have it, and I couldn't.
Okay.
I have Massachusetts at first base.
Really?
That was a consideration.
I
for
went
me.
kind of character, kind of like he's going to talk to a lot of people. Not a lot of range or speed, but good. Like Mass is a good player on the team, and kind of the welcoming. You want an accent at first because they're going to talk to a lot of people,
Right.
so kind of interesting.
They were in consideration at first base for me because I was trying to think of what the friendliest or what the chattiest states first and foremost would be, and Massachusetts was high on that list.
It's kind of how I went about it as well.
But then I ultimately landed on Massachusetts' reputation isn't being friendly, which isn't a deal breaker here.
Well, it's friendly with like it's like Joey Votto.
Friendly with vinegar.
Yeah.
Friendly with vinegar.
Votto's probably how I would.
I do have to say Massachusetts, one of my favorite landing places, but we'll get there.
So who ended up being at first base was Maryland. Just seems friendly.
Interesting.
Friendly, solid.
Maryland again in the States had to be impactful. I didn't have it there. We'll see coming up. Maine, I'll give a little more of a push for Maine. It's the state kind of looks like a big mitt. I think that's important. And it's low key, like really big.
It's huge.
Maine's huge.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah, so that's where I had the kind of lumbering first baseman.
I could have been talked into Maine in a few spots, and I used a lot of the same justifications you have for where.
Maine probably a top 5 fit for me.
Okay. All right.
And I wish if you guys can rank yours going forward.
Neither of these are top 5, I don't think.
Okay.
Pennsylvania or Mass at the.
Okay.
I like the way my whole infield dynamic went about it.
I'm excited to get where we're gonna get.
But 2 is a top 5 fit, or second base is a top 5 fit for me.
We've got a chance for a consensus.
No, I think you're going a different route than me.
And now I think you and I are on the same.
This was one of the first ones I thought of. My second baseman is Connecticut.
Oh.
I considered.
It's not going to be a major player on the lineup.
I considered.
It's going to be a bottom of the order contact bat, but it's going to be in the mix because to get up and down to New England, to the Mid-Atlantic, you have to go through Connecticut. It connects everyone. Double plays go through it. Plays at the plate go through it. Relay man. That's kind of Connecticut's role. He's a bridge of action, but no one's paying to see Connecticut play.
I just unfortunately think, Jim, the other option is the purest of Little League second baseman that there's ever been. You look at the Little League team, and there's one kid who's head and shoulders smaller than everyone else, and they're going out to play second base, and that's where Rhode Island went.
That was me growing up. I did not put Rhode Island at second base. I was between these two options at second, and it was I went with Delaware at second base.
Okay.
Kind of similar reasons.
So
a
now,
little more pathetic.
Now this is part of the same combo, so I'm going to move us on.
Right.
Rhode Island is my glove first.
Really?
No bat shortstop.
Interesting.
Because Rhode Island is all flash, no surface. It's got the beaches. It's got the destination. People pay to go to Rhode Island. They just don't stay there. And I was trying to figure out, where does that fit on a team? Nobody pays for Connecticut. But Rhode Island has flash. I mean, Newport's got festivals. They got Bachelor and Bachelorette. Rhode Island just is Connecticut's coastline. It's just the sexy part of Connecticut. They just stole it. So Luke disagreed with me, but I couldn't shake it. I have as a glove first, makes the plays, awful on offense, shortstop for Rhode Island.
Connecticut and Rhode Island were an option.
And I loved them up the middle.
They were an option for up the middle. Unfortunately, and I don't know Lucas's argument on this, but Connecticut is just a beefier Rhode Island that I think the team would be looking at Connecticut at second and Rhode Island at short, and it'd just be like, Connecticut's got a better arm. Like, Connecticut can just do everything a little bigger than Rhode Island. So in my head, I would flip those for you.
Connecticut's just like, no one knows anything about it.
I mean, I'm one of the proudest Connecticut guys. And
I know, so you're a little close to it.
Connecticut kind of didn't have a good landing spot for me in this draft, which made me a little sad. I have Jersey as the shortstop. I think Jersey, there's a little bit of Jeter in my head, I'll be honest, but Jersey's like...
I do love that. I didn't have them there, but
Jersey's in this region, Jersey's the state with, like, athletes. Like, Jersey's athletic. Like, there's good football players and basketball players and athletes that come out of Jersey.
There's an attitude.
I have Jersey fitting your build a little bit there. I just didn't have it at short. Rhode Island at short was the first thing I thought of.
Whoa.
Because I was like, Rhode Island, that's a weird one. It's like a really pretty, it's a flashy state, but it's tiny. And I just have them as like Andrelton Simmons or Ozzie Smith or someone just like glove first, sparkle, but kind of all flash. Probably botches the routine ones, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
I'm going to give my shortstop third base in tandem, I think, because we're that's the transition we're in, and there's a dynamic here with them for me.
Sure.
Connecticut's my shortstop.
Okay.
And New Jersey.
That's crazy.
And New Jersey is at third. And New Jersey doesn't get it. Doesn't get why Connecticut's over there.
Okay.
Connecticut's just like a little preppier. Just gonna like go and make all the plays. It's pretty stable.
Dude, I built the Yankees. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Connecticut at short. I know Rhode Island at short's bizarre, but I can't.
It was a little bit of where they ended up, and then I liked how that shook out. It was one of the later slots I filled.
You have New Jersey at third?
New Jersey at third base, and he has an edge. He thinks he should be the shortstop. He doesn't get why Connecticut's getting these opportunities. Doesn't get why, we'll get to my line, he doesn't get why Connecticut's up there. It's just like, Connecticut's making the plays. Jersey, you're a valuable part of the team. We love having you here. Would hate to play against you. He's kind of Donaldson-esque as far as what he means in the locker room. New Jersey armpit joke. He's kind of in the corner there. It's like, New Jersey, you're playing a valuable role. You're a good bat, good glove, a third baseman. Like, enjoy what you've got.
Jersey at third. Yeah.
You have Pennsylvania at third. So I am now realizing I have New York at third, and I built the Yankees' current team. Rizzo, Massachusetts at first, lockdown, steady, big presence. And then New York, Donaldson, attitude at third, a veteran of the game, keeping the middle of the infield at line. Yeah. Kiner, bat first, or glove first, supposedly, shortstop. And Connecticut is DJ. Boring as shit.
Ooh.
But everything goes through him, and a player. But not.
That's a massive compliment for Connecticut.
It is.
It's a massive
it could be Glaber too if you want to go like.
I thought you were going Glaber,
but the same way. But
Last year's DJ.
So I built the current Yankees in my head. Okay. That's what I did, and I'm seeing that now. Oh, I knew I had Connecticut and Rhode Island. Those were my top two picks, and I was like, "Fuck, I need some like veteran presence in the infield to keep these two in line." So I went the big guns, Mass and New York, on the corners to keep them tight in line, bring the attitude and the little like angst.
Mass and New York are the pivot points of this draft, if we're being honest.
I feel good about your spots for those two.
As meant, like those were the two I needed to check off first as I built this team. Like you said, I have Jersey and Pennsylvania. A lot of the stuff you guys said about Pennsylvania at third. It's a big, probably not prime Troy Gloss, but it's like a big boy third baseman. Jersey and Pennsylvania on the left side, they're not really buds, but they actually get along because they don't like a lot of the other members of the team. Like, they're like, we're not buddies, but at least we're not fucking
I do got to say, like, your infield, a lot of animosity.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Maine and Rhode Island don't get along.
It's a hostile team.
And Jersey and Pennsylvania, parts of it get along.
Yeah.
They have
but actually, dude,
it's what I just explained.
It's the Western Jersey and Eastern Pennsylvania. They get along, but they're so hated.
Yeah.
It's like East Coast of Jersey and West Coast of Pennsylvania are actually better friends.
Right.
Than the middle of the two.
So different.
It's basically, Midwest and Mid-Atlantic versus farmland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Jersey's whole game is predicated on being athletic. Pennsylvania, not athletic at all. Mm-hmm. And they're both good ball players, but yeah, there's animosity between them, but they actually stay united. Like, they're buddies in the clubhouse, but after they're done playing, like, they don't keep up.
No, your infield doesn't talk in the offseason. No. Especially with Delaware at catcher, it's real bizarre.
Oh. Delaware's like how the Yankees are treating their catchers.
Oh, wow.
You're just an interchangeable.
Oh, no.
There's 3 Delawares in the Yankees. There's 2 on the team and 1 in the farm system, and they don't even care. Yeah. My catching position was sad to do.
Oh, no.
I didn't like that.
I do love my corner outfielders. If you're telling me to rank my top 5.
We got a chance here.
If you're telling me to rank my top 5, these are the 2 most, I like the most. I liked Connecticut and Rhode Island when they fell. But my corner outfielders, no brainer. It's Vermont and New Hampshire.
Yes.
They look the same. They're tall, and they're fucking weird. Like, Vermont is your wacky left fielder, and New Hampshire is kind of your boring but good right fielder. There's spots in New Hampshire that are awesome. It's a destination. It's also got surface level stuff on like Rhode Island, and it's a good area, but it's got a little weird, and it knows it.
Yeah.
And Vermont is just your classic Hunter Pence, your
Hunter Renfroe.
You're just like off the wall. That's what you had? You had those two? I didn't even say which
left
was which.
Left and right, and I wasn't even sure on the map which one was left or right, but yeah, I had that same way.
Ooh. I have the exact dynamic we're discussing with Vermont being a little bit zanier. He's in left field.
So we all had Vermont and left?
Vermont left. I could be talked into a switch, especially after listening to a previous discussion we did. I currently have New Hampshire slotted into center. I am open to a change. It's just because of the border thing.
I mean, I guess what's going to really decide this, we have a chance for 3-3 in the outfield. Something about the shape of it and being an impact player in this region. I have Maryland in center field.
Oh, I don't.
Okay.
That's where I have New Jersey.
Okay.
Because there's
Athletic.
there's athletic. Trout's from Jersey, best center fielder of all time, basically. And I needed a spunk.
Yeah.
Like we have Vermont and New Hampshire, and they're a little aloof out there. And I needed a captain to reel them in and kind of like, yo, fucking head in the game, Vermont. You know? Like he's watching the fans, like the fight in the fans, and New Jersey is patrolling his corner outfielders like, wake up, guys. So I actually loved that dynamic when I ran into it, that they needed someone to hone them in. And that's where I don't know if Maryland can do that. Maryland,
what did it for me is when you look at the map, look at the shape of Maryland, it covers ground. It kind of covers gap to gap.
I didn't look at a map.
Like Maryland covers front and the gaps. Like, that's literally the shape of it. So, and everyone was trying to hone in those zany fuckers.
Yes.
In New Hampshire and Vermont.
Vermont, New Hampshire, some of the grassier states in this region.
Yeah, I bet.
So,
420.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So they were going to end up in the outfield. However exactly you shook them
and
out.
Maryland's athletic. You know, they've got the lacrosse reputation and that kind of stuff. Like,
I don't hate it. I just I don't even.
I mean, the Maryland, New Jersey stuff we've got going on. There's a lot of.
So here's where I might make a switch. I have Rhode Island in right field because it was go be in the corner, figure it out. But I can be talked pretty easily into a New Hampshire Rhode Island swap after we've pictured Rhode Island as a little flashier and
I think it makes a lot more sense to do it the way, like, if you like Rhode Island in center. And he's just kind of like who was the
Juan Pierre?
No, who was the outfielders on the Toronto, and then it was on the Yankees for like 5 days last year. Short little center fielder.
Rajai Davis?
No, Jonathan Davis.
Jonathan Davis. Like, that's Rhode Island in center is Jonathan Davis in center.
Center field's
a little switch.
It's a little too close to me to pencil that in.
No, but that's what Rhode Island would be if it was out there.
Yes, but I my soul can't
even
do
like
that
even
to
maybe
center
like an
field.
Adam Eaton if like they put him in center for a day, just like pissy and vinegar.
Yeah, out of the league. I mean, this brings us to our starter and a reliever, right?
Also DH.
Oh, DH.
I like my DH.
I'll throw it out there. I didn't like it. There's a spin zone on it. It's Connecticut.
That's Chase Headley as a DH.
It's old Mark Teixeira. Like preppy.
Okay.
Like
I get it.
preppy,
Yeah, that makes
can't
sense.
really run.
Yeah.
Like,
used to do these things.
Like, can make baseball look pretty, but at the end of the day kind of sucks.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's what I fell into. Again, I'm a proud Connecticut person. I didn't have a great landing place.
I put Maryland at DH.
Okay.
And the reason why?
Yeah.
This is the last spot I chose.
Forgot about DH.
DH. And I never have a full spot for Maryland.
Maybe you felt good about your DH, so I'll hear you out.
So this is where Massachusetts did end up for me. A veteran, been through the ringer, been there, done that.
Okay.
That's incredibly important in an older iteration of this team. And now he's got just the stories to tell that he's teaching the younger kids. Used to be at first base, I think, for a lot of his playing days.
Old Wade Boggs or something. Okay. I've heard it. Here's my thing, and this is the first two I put down were my pitcher and my reliever. My starting pitcher was New York. New York impact. It is the player in the state. It's the Scherzer. It's the alpha on the team. New York. And that's where, not planning on it, I fell in love with Massachusetts, the closer. Gritty, willing to do anything to get the final out. Kind of like my haircut brother. I'm blanking on his name right now. Still tricking him. Sergio Romo. Like, it's not the most confident closer at all. But Massachusetts comes in, and they're not scared to do anything they need to try to get those final 3 outs. Gritty Massachusetts. And it sets a tone for the team. New York on the front end, Mass on the back.
Yeah, can see it.
My reliever.
So New York for starting pitcher.
New York starting pitcher. This is where Maine ended up for me.
Oh, interesting.
Looks like a glove, cool. But it's the way this shook out, the sneaky big thing. And it was sort of like, we got New York out of the game. And I forgot about this big MFer.
Okay.
Maine coming
Jumbo
down.
Diaz.
Jumbo Diaz.
Like and Kenley, maybe not. Prime Kenley. It's like a one-pitch pitcher.
Sneaky big has like the couple things it does.
So Maine's my starting pitcher.
Okay.
Just a whack job.
Okay.
Oddball. Comes from a different country, you would think.
Right.
But on the mound. In his own head. Doesn't really talk to the team.
Okay.
Everyone kind of goes like, oh, yeah, well, that's Maine.
Sidney Ponson.
Yeah, I was like Jamie Moyer. Like Maine might be 45 years old.
Yeah.
But he's still the starting pitcher. Shows up, pitches, leaves. No one knows anything about him.
Okay.
And all they do know is that he's odd.
Right.
One conversation, you feel like you're tapped out. That's how I had Maine. I had him like, goalie on the hockey team. Just like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
That dude.
A little bizarre.
Out of here. Which left Delaware as my relief pitcher. And I had the Sergio Romo, like little guy. How the fuck is he getting me out situation with Delaware? Like no one ever is intimidated. And he might be, dude, like getting his knuckles dirty while he's pitching.
Okay.
Like it might be an Adam Simber, but small guy situation.
If it was anyone besides you, the name that comes to mind for Delaware reliever is Tyler Clippard.
Could be, yeah.
High change ups.
Yeah, just not.
Sometimes it works really good. Other times it looks like bad.
No, you're not. Like even his own teammates aren't like, I got faith.
Yeah.
But somehow he's been doing it. Ian Kennedy.
It's been working.
Tyler Clippard, like he's just what? That guy's Delaware still closing out games?
Okay.
This is the least amount of overlap we've ever had.
So I'll say this. I think what could have really pivoted the draft is I think there's one alternate pitching combo that could have shook up everything, and it would be Vermont, New Hampshire for kind of some of the reasons you said. Like Vermont is your classic like weird lefty starting pitcher, like quirky, funky, and then New Hampshire comes in from the right side, and like they're kind of the same deal, but you end up playing them, and you're like, how did we lose to those guys?
Yeah. And
then that allows you to put New York and Massachusetts in the lineup, which can really change your team dynamic. At least for mine. If I made 2 lineups, that's how I would have shook it up.
Like that. Would you make a bet on your team?
I would. Would you, Jim?
Yeah, I would, dude. I really would.
Would you go to the DraftKings Sportsbook?
Hey, I didn't check my bet yesterday.
How'd you do? Go check your 5-leg parlay at the DraftKings Sportsbook. I've got my bet of the days coming out on Fridays. They're all winners. DraftKings is an official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. And if you see a winner out there, you see a team that's going to win, $5. And you will win $200 in free bets if they do. They also have the daily fantasy contest. Why don't you download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now? Use promo code Jomboy.
I lost.
Damn, dude.
I got 1 out of 5.
Oh, that's not bad.
I didn't know it was going to be the worst game ever played.
Yeah. Bet just $5 and win $200 in free bets if your team wins their game. That's promo code Jomboy at the DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of Major League Baseball. 21 plus restrictions apply. MLB trademarks used with permission. See show notes for details. I'll place a bet.
I got DJ to get a hit. Garrett Cole, 5+ strikeouts thrown, had 3 in the first inning.
Wow, you just yelled at Luke for that.
I know. I think he did it to me. Rizzo, +1. I also had the Tigers were going to score in the third inning. I didn't know Cole was going to be out. I wouldn't have done that. And I took the over, which was looking good for a little bit.
That's okay.
What an awful game.
Win's a win.
Let's see.
A win's a win.
Do you guys have batting orders?
Oh, I don't have a batting order. I can do it kind of quick. I do know that Rhode Island's my 9 hole and Connecticut's my 7 hole. Because I'm the Yankees. But my catcher, Pennsylvania, is not a Yankees catcher. Like he's
got a little thump.
He's got a little thump to him. He's like he's actually like a 6 hole catcher.
I didn't have a lot of my players pegged as big bats.
Vermont and New Hampshire are my 2 lefties, so they're probably going like 5-7.
Balance
to balance it up.
I like that.
Yeah.
I got Delaware leading off for state.
Rhode Island's a switch hitter, but everyone's like, dog, you suck at both.
Maybe pick one and go
just
all
pick
out.
one and like just
practice.
Just practice
maybe.
that one, maybe.
Practice.
The old Cedric Mullins approach.
Little bit old timey. So Delaware won first state. Connecticut batting second. He's just like all contact. He'll shoot it the other way. Shortstop. Pennsylvania, a little thump catcher. Is a 3-0 catcher. Again, not a lot.
3-0 catcher.
Not a ton of thump in this lineup. The New Jersey's 4, and that now we're starting to see how he's so upset. It's like Connecticut's getting to bat up there.
I think New Jersey's your 2 hole.
New Jersey thinks he should be.
I have Jersey lead
It's
off.
like it's kind of an old it's like an old school lineup to an extent. New Jersey doesn't get what the manager's infatuation with Connecticut is, why he's getting to play shortstop, why he's getting a lot of ABs. We can get him to the bottom, move him and PA up, whatever. Massachusetts DH 5 hole. He's still swinging it a little bit. Maryland first base 6. He's okay. Vermont, New Hampshire, Rhode Island.
Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maine, Connecticut. Again, it's not great. This isn't a good ball team. Maryland, and then Vermont, New Hampshire, they're back-to-back. They're freaks. The manager kind of leans into that. Like, you guys just do what you do. Rhode Island and Delaware, the catcher gets pinch hit for every game by Virginia.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Good exercise. We learned a lot.
We exercised.
Everyone came out on top and ahead.
Oh, these are always fun.
Everyone came out on top and ahead.
I do like this practice. Because sometimes, if I was building the same team every time, maybe it gets boring. Sometimes my shortstop, my lineup, my shortstop is a stud both sides of the ball.
Right.
But for some reason, Rhode Island,
You saw it.
I saw it.
You just saw it.
There are some
I feel
constants.
Like we end up with a lot of different molds.
Sometimes our catcher stinks, but he's a leader. Other times he's Realmuto and batting 2. I think left field is always zany. That's like a constant. But other than that, the dynamic always changes.
At least I feel like I always have a little bit of a Yankee skewedness where like left field, I don't have a lot of lumbering left fielders where some other teams, they have histories of that. Yankee Stadium left field. I always had speedy-ish left field.
I didn't realize I built today's Yankee infield until I got to New York at third, and I was like, oh.
Tough.
I see what I did here.
I just placed a bet, DraftKings.
What'd you place?
I parlayed Franmil Reyes and Chris Taylor to get hits today.
Okay.
Plus 185.
Who's pitching?
Don't know. Didn't look. Just got to believe.
Should I do a Yankees bet again?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm down. My count was above like 300 for a long time.
Yeah.
I just kind of going back and forth. I'm below 300 in my account now. So I do need to win. So I think I got to stop
Let's get you a winner tonight.
Joking so much,
Joking.
Jake's always joking. So same game parlay. Obviously.
SGP.
Yeah. Now, who's pitching for the Yankees tonight? Savvy? And who's pitching for the Tigers?
So know what the dumb bet I want to make is?
Nobody ever knows.
I can bring it up.
I'll find it.
The Detroit Tigers. Ooh, Erod.
So I will hammer the under.
Yeah.
That'll be part of my parlay for sure.
Know what you can do? I think I'm going to do it tonight is you can bet the final score in the game, and the odds are crazy. I think I'll just go like 2-1 both ways.
Yeah, okay.
And that probably hits.
I'm going to add Erod gets 3+ strikeouts.
Okay.
It's minus 900, but as part of the parlay, you know, I just need it.
Just a little kicker.
Yeah.
Just a little boost in your couscous.
Don't be gross. And
I want to apologize for saying that.
Yeah, I think that's fair. Let's go Donaldson to get a hit.
Okay.
I mean, what if he's not in the lineup? You know what? I'm going to go. Ooh, no. Aaron Hicks hits +1. Shit, man. Player to get a single. So if they get a double, I don't win. Why would you ever do that? I don't know. I don't know what else to do.
Okay. Check out
Total runs first inning under.
Check out Talking Yanks pregame show. We'll be doing some of this and more. Maybe some predictions.
I'll just go with these three. I'll just go with these three bets.
Okay.
3-leg parlay, $5 to win $15. And that gets me back above $300 in the bank account.
Done.
And everyone's feeling good.
Done. Bing bong.
We cover everything?
Jim, the one thing we need to cover. One of your favorite things. Like a top 3 favorite company that's involved with us. Magic Spoon. You eat Magic Spoon.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
I only have like one bowl's worth left, so I didn't last night. And Katie brought snacks. Luke was over last weekend, and he said, you know, we have no snacks, and made Katie feel bad about it, I think. So she bought a bunch of snacks last night. And I only have one bowl of Magic Spoon left, so I'm going to save it to when it's like really good. Because since Katie started eating it with me, it's been like a week before our new subscription comes.
Right.
But Magic Spoon is good. It's healthy cereal for adults. You don't got to feel guilty when you eat it. 0 grams of, do you want me to read all the stuff?
You're killing it. You know all of it. 0 grams of sugar.
I don't know the next parts.
14 grams of protein.
14 grams of protein.
Only 140 calories per serving.
Yeah.
Is it keto friendly, Jim?
It's keto friendly.
Is it gluten free?
Gluten free.
Is it grain free?
Grain free.
Is it soy free?
Soy free?
It's not soy 3, it's soy free.
Soy free.
Not to be confused with Sioux Free, the island town in St. Lucia.
Jake's a big island guy.
Kind of am. Did you list all the flavors? Is there a cocoa?
Yeah, there's a cocoa.
Is there a fruity?
I mean, if you like cocoa cereal, like you can get it. But if you're asking me, I don't recommend the cocoa. I recommend the fruity, the frosted,
cookies,
the blueberries, and the fruity frosted blueberries.
Did you tell the people about the newly reformulated honey nut flavor that will be now added to Magic Spoon?
Oh, no. I want to try that.
Well, you should go to magicspoon.com/Jomboy. Grab a custom bundle of cereal. And be sure to use promo code JOMBOY at checkout to save yourself $5. What'd you do with $5?
Bet it on the Yanks to hit the under.
You sure did. Remember to get your next delicious bowl of guilt-free cereal at magicspoon.com/JOMBOY and use code JOMBOY. Save $5 at checkout.
At checkout. What else should we tell the people about? Any other questions? Tom A says Jake is also Lobster Boy.
Oh, yeah.
What was that?
You are a lobster boy. Maybe like the Geoguessr we're about to do, 60 minutes to win it, or one of us eats a bullet.
Right.
Comes out next Monday. Do you think we'll win in 60 minutes?
I do. I genuinely do.
We've only won the countries once. And we've definitely played 2 hours worth of countries. Now, there is a rhythm to it.
There's a rhythm, and you reset, and every time you reset, it kind of hurts your soul. I think we're going to do it. I mean, we've got the crew for it. I believe in the crew. I believe in the team. Trying to think what else is up. I mean,
do you know I'm mad at my mom right now? She doesn't know it.
We went to our first Yankees game last week.
Yeah.
Shout out Theo and Joe. They're the best. Sherpas at the stadium.
I'm 3-0 this year.
BBD's 3-0.
The one inning league is out, first 2 games.
One inning league is out, first 2 games.
I tried to say this in
the
chat. I'm very excited for when they see the Jolly Jozo games.
Oh, man.
A
electric.
I think the first Jolly Jozo game is
be a lot of chaos
versus Jack.
Yeah.
And then it's me versus you, and then it's me versus the Jolly Jozos. Those are the next 3 games, I believe. If I have the order right, don't quote me.
Don't quote them.
But a lot of people were asking in the chat, like, how does it work? Does one of them pitch at a time? And I was like, no, they have 3 fielders.
Yeah.
Because none of them have strikeout stuff. So it's, pitch to contact and utilize your positioning in the field.
I hate the Jolly Joes.
Jake hates the Jolly Jozos.
They have an advantage.
Yeah, they got 6 hands out there instead of 2.
Because it's a 1-on-1 league and there's a team of 3.
And 2 of their guys' only intentions is to catch the ball.
Yeah.
When we're out there, my goal is to pitch well.
Yeah.
And then if a ball comes at me, react.
Yeah.
And hope. There's 2 guys on their team that are just fielding. Really dumb. Hate the Jolly Jozos.
My mom, whenever I talk about, her.
Yeah.
On an episode, she always, reaches out. Oh, Jim, telling stories, blah, blah. And I said nice things about her and how I have traits that come from her on the Joe Pomp show that I did. And she didn't even say nothing. So I just texted her. I said, did you listen? She said, yeah, of course. Dad had to go listen to the on-amp talk so he could hear you talk about him. Yes, we are similar. Yes, we are similar. I said, I talked about you, Mom. Yeah. And she said, no. So usually she reaches out.
I'm calling out your mom right now. Your mom, who you just acknowledged, probably doesn't want to be called out.
She can't reach out whenever I say a story that's funny.
Right.
And then I say something very nice. My mom's just a doer. That's what I gave her credit
it's
for.
It's dude, it popped up on my feed the other day. I think it was one of the great things you did, and I think there's a potential to do another one. When you you did a breakdown on the umpire that had a perfect game.
Yeah.
There was an umpire the other day that they said he missed one ball, dude, and I wish the ball that he missed, he called a ball, and it, nicks the plate, and it was, the first pitch of the game.
Oh, he would have taken it back. It's kind of like the no-hitter rule. The first hit has to be a real one. They'll usually mark it an error.
Close.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. So I shout out to that ump. Saw my mom this weekend. She's nice.
That's nice.
Ridiculous lady.
How was the time with...
Told me she was at the Bradley International Airport and didn't see the Jomboy Media Lounge there. So...
Airport lounges. Katie wanted to go into one when we flew to California the other day. And I was like, okay, sure. We have a baby and whatever you want to do.
Right.
I couldn't think of a dumber thing to do. Tried to go in and they were like, nah, this is just for international flights. I'm like, we're not in the international terminal.
Right.
They're like, yeah. So we didn't go in. My dad took me into the lounge once. I'm like, oh, so this is just the same exact thing as out there.
Slight perks.
But you're just inside, and there's a bag of airplane peanuts on the counter.
Yeah.
This is nothing.
That's why we make a nice one, and it kills.
Some are nicer than others.
My mom will run it. That'll be her retirement job. She's ready.
Airport
lounge. Access to a less trafficy bathroom. Cool.
Does your mom utilize them? How early you get into the airport that you use the airport lounge?
I don't think she does. I don't think she's ever used one.
They're the area outside the terminal, just
inside another area.
Inside another area with a little more space.
Yeah. Sometimes you get Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but you get Wi-Fi at all airports now, and
not all airports. There's still some that fight it, which is so ridiculous.
Newark is good. I download stuff right before I go on the plane, and it's great.
Just got to watch the commercial or whatever.
Yeah, I love that, dude.
Yeah.
You just got to watch this commercial, then you get Wi-Fi. It's like,
marketing.
hey, dude, great, awesome. I will watch it.
Good handshake.
Yeah, fair deal.
Done.
Watch your commercial.
Boingo hotspot. Get out of here.
Seriously.
Should we wrap it up?
Yeah, we got to go beat Geoguessr.
Yeah, don't have you on here yet.
Oh, and I have the outro, so we should get you the outro song at some point.
Yeah, I should get it on the board. I think I just found it to get in here, but I'm not. You're easier connected to the board.
Hooking up to the board. finding the song that we play. Remember when I announced, just because I was killing dead time like I'm doing right now while I search for the song, and Joe's with us, he goes, why do you announce you're about to play a song? It's like, I guess I stopped in while I'm searching around for it. Jomboy Jake Radio. Thanks, guys. Love you.
The only show you'll ever need. BBD, snacks and tea. Wednesday afternoon, Jomboy Jake Radio. 2 hours of your life. Drafting things with these short teams. You'll never have to strive. I might sound a little crazy, but it's the best breaking time of your life. And everybody knows Jomboy is not just for show, and the tag gives the best. Jason!